Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Gray League, and let's try a different team today. Let's try out the Wigglytuff and pairing with the Lanturn and Feraligatr, I believe. So we got the Wigglytuff against this Dugong. Dugong here is going to be able to withstand a good amount of damage, but let's see who is going to be able to win this matchup here. We are able to take the first move, which is the Icy Wind, debuffs our attack. Here we're going to make sure we throw our Disarming Voice, as we are debuffed. They're going to have to tank this one. We do get them into the red, which is fantastic. Here we're going to shield just so that we can potentially farm down, because we know that they have to get to another move. So we decide to just win the switch. We are able to get to a Disarming Voice right here. This is good news for us, as we're more likely going to get a shield. So at least we end up in that situation, one shield to one shield after our first Pokemon goes down. Here we're making a call that they have some kind of grass type or some kind of dragon in the back. Oh, Trevenant was the call right there, so that was a good read by us. Using the Lanturn to take down their Annihilate, and now we have the Shadow Feraligatr versus this Trevenant. Here, we're going to make sure we try to get at least one shield or get the KO, because we want to have the end game kind of similar in shield situation. So they are able to get to another Seed Bomb right here to take out our Feraligatr. And then we're going to look to try our best to take out this Trevenant. And unfortunately, we are not able to farm down. So GG's to our opponents. Ended up being pretty close, even though we made the right call in using the Lanturn to kind of whittle their Annihilate down, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. Alright, next game, let's see what we find. We got the Wigglytuff being protected against the Feraligatrs. We're going to be using the Feraligatr to kind of protect against some of the steel, poison, fire stuff. And then you can see right here, unfortunately for us, we get countered again. Bastiodon meeting our Wigglytuff, but then we have this Feraligatr versus this Meganium. So at least we were able to get a shield out of this Meganium. Here we're going to go for another Crunch. Will this Crunch get this last shield? Yes, it does. So we do get 2 shields out of this situation. That's as good as it's going to get. Now we can have our Wigglytuff potentially take out this Meganium. Maybe we have to tank a move here first, but we're going to be able to farm it down, I believe. One Frenzy Plant takes this Wigglytuff into the yellow, and we're looking for the farm down. No, unfortunately, no farm down for us, and that's going to leave one shield, Lanturn, to try to sweep the game. Is this Lanturn going to have enough? No, we will not. Ends up being the double grass team in the back, so we had no shot beating this team here, unfortunately, because we had double water types in the back. So after this move here, we are going to get KO'd, and maybe we make a little bit of adjustment after this double water team. But let's see. We're gonna search for a replacement. What are we gonna switch out here? We're gonna switch out the Feraligatr for the Skeledirge. Just a little bit more coverage for fairies, a little bit more coverage for like grass types. Alright, new team here. We got the Wigglytuff, Skeledirge, and Lanturn. We got the Charjabug versus the Wigglytuff. Here we have a pretty favorable matchup. As you can see, all the charms going through gets this Charjabug into the yellow. And now we have to decide if we want to shield it or not. We do decide to shield one Discharge. A Discharge allows us to get to this Icy Wind. We do throw the Icy Wind bait. They do shield it. And so we should be able to survive this now. And we should be able to farm down at this point. Nope, no farm down, but we are able to catch and move. Doesn't matter if it's the Discharge or X-Scissor, the Skeledirge is able to tank a debuffed attack. We're going to be able to throw this Shadow Ball right now. Shadow Ball does take this Wish Cash into the yellow, and we're just going to let this one go because they're going to be able to outpace us to the next move. And now we have Wish Cash versus our Wigglytuff here. They actually switch out into their Skarmory, but unfortunately we're kind of switch locked for a little bit. We're going to throw this Icy Wind, and then we're going to have our Lanturn go for a farm down, because we need to have enough energy to throw back at that Wish Cache. Here, we're going to have to tank the move. We need to save the shield for that Wish Cache. They go for the Brave Bird, debuffing themselves, which allows us to farm down even faster. Luckily, we have 2 Surfs ready to go. One Surf is going to go through. They're going to shield it. We're going to go for another. Oh, they actually are able to get to a move here. One Mud Bomb does not KO from this range, so we're going to let this first one go. And then we're going to be able to get to another Surf. Will this next Surf take out this Wish Cache? No. But we are trying to farm it down, and we do get the Spark farm down, which is going to be the key to win that game. So GG's to our opponent, able to wiggle out of that situation. That Wish Cache was looking very, very bad for our backline, unfortunately. Wish Cache in the back versus our Skeledirge and Lanturn, not very good, but we were able to win. All right, next game, let's see what we find. We got the Wigglytuff versus this Azumarill. Pretty decent, not bad. We don't want this Azumarill on our Skeledirge. So let's see how much energy and when they're going to be throwing their move. Both of us are 3 turn fast moves, so we're just going to make sure there's no timing on it. We're just going to make sure we don't have our move caught. Here we do shield a huge Hydro Pump, and then there's that Grass type in the back. So Skeledirge coming in clutch right there finally. Finally seeing the matching up against the Grass type, and they are able to recognize that it is GG's, so they do lead the game. All right, Skeledirge so far has been a good adjustment, kind of tackling all these Grass types floating around. Let's see if we can end up on a good win. All right, we got the Wigglytuff here versus the Defense Deoxys. Okay, so kind of a weird situation, anticipating for them to do the Psycho Boost and Dip, but then what do they switch to is the question. So this is definitely a Psycho Boost. They're trying to do some good stab damage and then dropping out. They switch out into the Dugong. We have the Lanturn for this situation, so we're going to switch out into our Lanturn. We do tank 1 Drill Run. Now the question is, do we go for the Thunderbolt or do we go for the bait? Are they trying to get shields out of this situation? We're going to go for the Thunderbolt. They decide to let it go, and boom goes that Dugong. Now we are anticipating that Defense Deoxys, I think. Yep, there's the Defense Deoxys. And then we're going to mix. Okay, they're actually going to throw the move immediately. We know that this is Psycho Boost again. One Psycho Boost does take out our Lanturn, unfortunately. And our Lanturn is not going to be able to match up against this Mantine. However, we are going to be able to use this Wigglytuff here to do some big damage. You can see these charms chunking away at this Wigglytuff. And we threw the Icy Wind. One Arrow Ace goes through, doesn't quite KO the Wigglytuff, so we're gonna use 2 Shield Skeledirge to try to win the game. They actually end up having the Water Pulse Mantine, so that was a great shield by us, able to shield that super effective move, and we're anticipating them going for another Water Pulse. They actually switch out. They realize that they're probably not going to be able to get to it, so now we just got to save the shield for their Mantine, and now we're going to be able to get to multiple moves with our Skeledirge. 2 Disarming Voices go through. Do we get another Incinerate? Yes, we do, and then we're going to be able to just sneak in 1 Incinerate right there. All we have to do is just shield here. Ends up only being the Arrow Ace, and that is GG's. So, well played by us. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.